revolving door. Since it was invented in 1888, it has been the most effective and efficient way of moving people into and out of a building without letting large volumes of air go with them. And as buildings have gotten bigger and energy costs have become more critical, the revolving door has become the most important element in the design of the entrance of any large building. And the one company that is more experienced with revolving doors than anybody else is International Steel Company. International Steel got into the revolving door business in 1909, armed with the patents and secrets of Theophilus Van Cannel, the man who invented the revolving door. For the first few years after its invention, the revolving door did not gain wide acceptance. But as architects began to design bigger buildings and began to consider the problems of heating and cooling large masses of air, revolving doors began to appear in the entrances of some of the world's best-known and busiest structures. Today, you can find revolving doors in all kinds of buildings in all parts of the world. And in the United States, where revolving doors were invented, 9 out of every 10 revolving doors in use today are international revolving doors. Because of the height of many of today's buildings and the immense volumes of air they contain, a phenomenon occurs whenever the air temperature inside the building varies from the outside temperature. This phenomenon is called a stack draft. In cold weather, when the air inside the building is heated, it rises, creating a negative pressure in the lower portion of the building. When an ordinary swing door is opened, cold air rushes in to equalize the pressure. This pressure can make swing doors difficult or even impossible to open safely. The movement of air also brings in dirt and dust from outside. In the summer, when outside air is warm and inside air is cool, the effect is reversed, and cool air is pushed out through the open door as warm air is drawn in through the building ventilators. Even comparatively small buildings can experience significant air movement, and as the buildings get taller, the air movement becomes even more critical. Obviously, the cost of heating and cooling the infiltrating air adds needlessly to the operating cost of the building. Even with vestibule doors, heavy traffic often causes both doors to be open at the same time. The only permanent solution to the stack draft problem is the revolving door. For example, a given building with a vestibule-type entrance might have an air infiltration rate of 18,000 cubic feet per minute. The same building, under the same conditions, with an international revolving door, would have its air infiltration rate cut to under 2,000 cubic feet per minute. Dirt and dust stay out, and the building's heating and cooling costs are reduced. In the years since we entered the revolving door business, we found ways to make Mr. Van Cannel's invention more effective, more efficient, more dependable, and safer. Today, International Steel's revolving doors enjoy a worldwide reputation for unfailing quality and dependability. The reasons can be found here at our world headquarters in Evansville, Indiana. Here you can find extremely accurate precision equipment operated by craftsmen who take a great deal of pride in the fact that they make the finest revolving doors in the world. We use only the finest materials from the most dependable sources. All visible working parts are machined from solid bronze stock in our own machine shop, and all parts are checked in our quality control lab. To give you an idea of our control standards, with this testing instrument, we are able to assure our standard tolerances of 1/1000th of an inch, or 25 thousandths of a millimeter. There are no shortcuts in our fabrication techniques. Each door is constructed of either formed stainless steel or bronze sheet in a fine-line satin or mirror finish, or anodized extruded aluminum in bronze tone, black, or natural color aluminum. Any door can be ordered in any combination of these metals or finishes. Frames are welded at the corners, not mechanically bolted. Special welding fixtures are used to keep welds clean, and all surface welds are ground and sanded smooth and the area is finish blended to match adjacent surfaces. And all parts of all doors are made with painstaking care on the most advanced computer-controlled machinery available today. Here's a quick view of how revolving doors are made. As a consideration for the safety of the building's occupants, the wings of all international revolving doors are designed to collapse under pressure whenever an emergency exit is needed. Collapsing pressure is normally set to between 120 and 140 pounds. It can be set as high as 180 pounds or as low as 60, depending on each building's particular conditions and needs. As an added safety measure, the adjusting devices cannot be set to prevent their collapsing. In addition, every international revolving door is equipped with a speed control mechanism of our own patented design. For the safety of the people who use the door, this device prevents the door from being turned faster than 12 revolutions per minute and prevents sudden stops and starts. Our speed control is virtually maintenance-free, and it's so dependable that if anything goes wrong with it in the first 3 years, we'll replace it at no additional cost. Once all these components are ready, the entire door is assembled in our testing area, just the way it will be assembled at the construction site. The collapsing mechanism and speed control are retested. The weather stripping is checked to see that it engages the walls, floor, and ceiling properly. Everything is inspected to see that it meets our quality control standards for finished products. Then the door is disassembled, packed, and shipped as a unit and reassembled in place. Once it's installed, the only maintenance that should be necessary beyond periodic cleaning and lubricating will be the occasional replacement of weather strips. We also maintain an inventory of replacement parts for all current production models, and generally we are able to ship them within 24 hours. For some doors, replacement parts must be fabricated. For this reason, we maintain a file of shop drawings for international doors dating back to the early 1900s. That's why International Steel's revolving doors have a reputation for being the best, because they work trouble-free year after year. And our reputation is growing. That's why you can find International revolving doors in major cities around the world. Our staff of design engineers has been working closely with architects and contractors for many, many years, and we provide complete professional quality drawings with every door, including step-by-step erection procedures. An international revolving door can be made to conform to any design you have in mind. The greatest economy can be obtained by designing your entrance around our standard slimline model door, 6 feet 6 inches in diameter and 7 feet high. Because more than 1,000 different parts go into each door, any changes in the basic design must be planned with great care. Our design engineers will be delighted to discuss your plans with you. Perhaps we can suggest alternate specifications or fabrication techniques that will meet your design objectives while saving on costs. That's the story of the International Revolving Door. It may cost a little more than other doors, but in terms of efficiency, energy savings, dependability, design flexibility, and excellence of craftsmanship, it just may be the best investment you can make for a building today.